guys, I'm in my kitchen. I don't really know why I'm in my kitchen, but I'm in my kitchen. It is 11:30 p.m. and I just wanted to go ahead and film this video that I kept telling myself that I was going to sit down and film, that I hadn't for no reason at all. I'm sensing a theme here with myself of just like not filming. First time living alone, first impressions, I guess is the best way to put it. So I'm just kind of like gonna ramble a little bit and kind of just go over some things that like I was like thinking about like as I was cleaning the apartment, like things that popped into mind. I took a few notes just to kind of keep it a little bit one track, but that's what we're gonna be talking about today. So I feel like since I've been living alone, I am constantly cleaning, which don't get me wrong, when I had roommates I was cleaning as well, and I also felt like I cleaned fairly often. Like in my most previous living situation, it was just the two of us at the end, and my roommate would like leave every weekend basically, so I would always take the weekend when she was not there to like do a deeper clean of the apartment, as far as like cleaning the kitchen and like vacuuming and stuff like that once a week. And then like I would always to the best of my ability try to clean up anything that was my belongings, as far as like stuff in the common area and like cleaning up my dishes that I was responsible for and stuff like that. And you kind of like have this, or at least I had this like preconceived notion that like, oh, like when I live alone, I'm not gonna have to be cleaning up after everybody else so much. I'm not gonna have to clean so much because it's just gonna be like less quantity of people, so naturally less stuff to clean. That is not the case. I'm cleaning all the time. Obviously, like I'm cooking at home a lot more because I'm able to use the space. So I don't have to worry about people using the space. So I'm like having to like wipe down the stove, wipe down the counters, everything every single day when I cook. Obviously, I run through dishes a lot more frequently because I'm not eating out as much, or I'm just like eating more meals back to back and stuff like that, or like I'm cooking, so I run out of utensils more quickly because I am cooking. So I'm cleaning in the kitchen a lot more. I feel like I'm doing laundry like kind of the same amount that I was before. I mean, obviously like I walk around naked a lot, or like in my underwear, so it's like about like wearing an outfit for like every single time I step out of my bedroom. But I do feel like I'm kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I'm doing a lot of laundry. I mean, because it's the same amount that I was doing before, but I predicted that it would be less, I'm kind of surprised. So it's kind of like, it feels like a lot in comparison to my anticipation. Even though the mess is all yours, it just feels like you clean so much more. I know, baby. I do get to walk around naked though, or my underwear or whatever. I don't have to like scurry to my room. I mean, in all my apartment situations, my bedroom was always connected to my bathroom. So I had never had to like walk through a common area to get to my bathroom, which is ironic because here in this apartment, even though it is a one bedroom, and even though I am alone, my bathroom is not directly connected to my bedroom, so I do have to like exit my bathroom, go into the hallway, then go to my bedroom. But yeah. You can more, when you're living alone, you can more easily or evenly, I guess I should say, disperse the clutter. Before, because I was very like anti leaving stuff in the common area. My roommates did not necessarily like practice that same habit. I never really like vocalized it to them, but like I would make it a point to never like leave stuff lingering in the common space area. I don't leave my shoes by the front door. I don't leave crap on the dining room table, stuff like that. So I would always have like clutter in my room. Like I would like kick off my shoes in my room, whatever. And I would put stuff away on a pretty routine basis, but it's like, because my room was the only place I allowed myself to dump stuff, it could be overwhelming at times, especially like when you think about like how much your like clutter and your environment affects your mental health to like come into your bedroom, where you also have to sleep, where you also like primarily watch TV and entertain yourself, because I didn't watch TV in the living room that much. Kind of like living in my bedroom so much, like doing everything in there, eat, sleep, entertainment, schoolwork, telework, all that kind of stuff in my bedroom, but also having that be the place where I had all my clutter and like chaos, was a bit claustrophobic. But now, because the whole apartment is mine, the whole home is mine, my clutter is more evenly dispersed, which I actually really like. So there's a little here, there's a little there, which I like, because at least when I go to tackle one area, I can tackle, it's not as overwhelming, you know what I mean? And I still do, like I said before, I clean up every single day. Not like a deep clean and everything is spotless and everything's put in its rightful place all the time. Like that's just unrealistic for me right now, but it's better. And it's like, okay, like at least if I have a clutter here, it's like at least the kitchen related clutter is what is in the kitchen, the bathroom related clutter is in the bathroom, the schoolwork related clutter might be on the counter. You know, it's more appropriately dispersed. It may seem bad, but it's way less overwhelming for me anyway. And like I said, it's much better for my mental health to not like walk into my soul space and have all that stuff be there. I will say the biggest thing that I've kind of been struggling with is that when I knew I was moving out, was getting the apartment and everything, I was like, oh, like now that I have no roommates, I'm gonna exercise every single day, because if I want to do like a YouTube workout, I can just do it in my living room. I don't have to worry about like the TV being too loud, or like putting my yoga mat on the living room floor, or like having someone like watch me or being awkward or whatever. Like I'm gonna work out every single day when I have no roommates, because nothing's gonna be stopping me, or I could leave and go to the apartment gym at 6 a.m. or 10 p.m. or anything like that, you know what I mean? And that has not happened, and I was really, and I still kind of am beating myself up about that. I'm still trying to kind of not beat myself up about that. Kind of like having these expectations where it's like, I'm gonna work out every single day, I'm gonna cook at home every single day, I'm gonna do this every single day because of X, Y, and Z. But I'm still transitioning, and I'm just trying to like be gracious with myself during this transition, and kind of just like really like soak in and be proud of myself. Like, you don't need to do everything. The fact that I'm even in this apartment, that I can afford to pay for it and live here and go to sleep every night and rest my head here every night, like that should be enough. To like, yeah, I don't know. I now will like fall asleep on the couch, or like hang out in the living room, or like hang out on the couch, just in general, for so much longer at our old apartments, or like all our previous apartments. I didn't really hang out in the living room that much, honestly, just because like I personally am like on the more introverted or intersocial side. So like I felt like me lingering in any common area spaces, which is like an invitation for people to like come talk to me or come hang out with me, and it's like I didn't want that. So I thought that like if I retreat to my room, like I would leave my door open and stuff like that, but like it felt like less of an invitation to come chat with me, or just like I didn't want to impose on anyone else's plans. If someone else had plans I didn't know about, I didn't want to like be in the living room, or like be in the space, or like be like in close proximity to be like eavesdropping on their conversations, stuff like that. So I didn't really ever like just chill on my couch. But there's been plenty of nights in the past 2 months where I've just like laid on my couch and like actually made use of my living room TV and watched it for like hours and hours and hours. And then I like finally get up and I'm like, okay, like time to go to bed, kind of thing, which is nice, because I get to like actually like use my living room to actually do what living rooms used to be made for. No one really like embraces like living rooms anymore the way they used to, just because everyone has a TV in their bedroom, and like you can do everything on your phone or whatever. But like I'm really happy to like get back to that kind of like coming home, eating dinner, and then like sitting on the couch watching TV, relaxing, whatever, and then going to my bed for what my bedroom is made for. Nothing goes missing. There's no like shared condiments where like, oh, someone else used the last of the ketchup, who's gonna buy it this time because I bought it last time, or like whatever. There's never like any question of like just like shared items, or like things going missing, or like replenishing things, or like whatever. It obviously like financially it's more of a burden on you, because you're like, okay, like I'm purchasing everything that needs to be replenished, but you never have to like wonder like, okay, like I didn't know we were out of X, Y, and Z kind of thing, because it's all on you, and you're the one that's obviously using it up, and you know when you're using it up. I can just speak freely. I can speak freely when I'm on the phone. I can speak freely when I have my virtual therapy sessions on Zoom. I don't have to like, I was literally at the old apartment, I was like leaving my apartment and like going and having like my therapy sessions like on Zoom on my phone in my car, and like having to like charge my phone in the car, because you know like Zoom drains your battery. Doing it in my car, or like purposely planning my therapy sessions for days that I knew my roommate wouldn't be home, so like no one's like overhearing my conversations, stuff like that. Like it's like I can talk freely when I'm on the phone. When I have company over, my boyfriend over, I can talk freely. He can divulge personal information without worrying about being in common spaces and stuff like that. So that's just really, really nice. It's like something so small, but like it's just like so freeing to be able to like not second guess. I'm also someone that talks to myself, not like full on conversations from sun up to sundown, but occasionally I'll like say something to myself out loud or whatever. And like there would be times honestly when I would be in my apartment and I would be like, I thought I said something in my head, but I actually said it out loud, and I'm like, oh, did I say that out loud? Is anybody home? Did anybody hear me? That kind of thing, which is like actually like really silly and really embarrassing, but it is like a fact of life. For me anyway. I don't have to consider anyone else's schedule. Like I can cook a full meal. Like literally tonight I made fried chicken and homemade baked macaroni and cheese. That's the only macaroni and cheese I eat, by the way. People say like, oh, do you want mac and cheese? there's no such thing as like stovetop or Kraft mac and cheese, or that doesn't exist in my life. Mac and cheese is baked macaroni and cheese. But anyway, tonight I cooked fried chicken at like 9:45 p.m. and baked mac and cheese in the oven. Not that my roommates would ever like complain about that or even care, but it's just like one of those things where I feel like, okay, this is kind of weird. I wouldn't do that to someone when I'm like living with someone, kind of thing. I can like have my TV on till like all hours of the night without worrying about it being too loud. I can come and go as I please. I can go run and get McDonald's at 11:30 p.m. and not worry about being judged when I come back in the apartment. Not that anyone would be judged. I'm being partially facetious here, like not that anyone would like actually literally judge me, but just kind of like that, kind of like internalized, like I don't really want to do that, or I don't want to be loud, or I don't want to stay up super late, or I don't want to get up super early, or that kind of thing. Not that, yeah, whatever. I also I'm taking out my trash so much less often. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm cleaning up every single day, so cleaning up every day consists of me like wiping down the counters with Clorox wipes and Swiffering and stuff like that. So like that is waste, but like I'm not, obviously it's like one person here, so it's one person's amount of waste. It's not me with 2 roommates or me with 1 roommate or me with 3 roommates. So I'm not running through trash bags and like taking out the trash every single night and just like being as wasteful as I was before, which is nice. It makes me feel good, and I'm like noticing a difference. And I'm still trying to like even make it lower than that in any way that I can, just to like save on like cleaning supplies and stuff like that, but like kind of like reducing how many paper towels I'm using and stuff like that. So that's been really nice because it's been like a very like obvious like visible change that I can see since I've been here. All over my cat that you guys saw earlier, he's actually up here right now on the countertops. His social life has changed a lot. When I first got him, I had me and 2 other roommates. At one point we had a 4th roommate that was kind of like a temporary 4th roommate. So he's used to being around people. So even when like I wasn't home, he had someone else home with him. I got him in 2019, probably like 9 months before the pandemic. So even when the pandemic happened, even more so, he was used to everyone like being home and working from home. Or if I wasn't home, then like at least one other person was home, or 2 other roommates were home. Then in 2020 to 2021, we moved to our other apartment. It was me and my 1 roommate. So like if I wasn't home, she was home. If she wasn't home, I was home. Not always. Like there would be planned times when we were both gone from the house, but it wouldn't be extensive periods, obviously. Like if I went on vacation, she would be there. If she went on vacation, I would be there. So now it's kind of like when I leave to go to work for the day or leave to run errands or whatever, he doesn't have like the option to like go run to my roommate's room and go cuddle with her. He's just here by himself, and I feel really bad for him because he is a very social cat. Like he's very social. So that's really different for him. He does cry sometimes at the front door when I leave the apartment, which like breaks my little heart, but it is what it is. So he's having an adjustment as well, which is so funny because I think a lot of times people move, they don't really think about in depth anyway about the transition their pets have to go through as well. So that's something that I've been monitoring and kind of like trying to see what I can do to like make it easier for both of us. But that's all for today. I feel like I rambled a lot. Obviously there's going to be like a part 2, 3, 4, probably 5 to this video. I'm wondering if any of you guys can relate to the things that I mentioned so far, if there's anything that like you have questions about, or anything that you are like kind of wanting to know more about, or that you're like anticipating because you're going to be living alone soon for the first time, or maybe you've already done this and you can like give me tips. That would be helpful as well. I'm open to any kind of conversation, obviously, but these are just like my like front center in my mind kind of notes and thoughts about what I've been experiencing so far in the past like 2 months or so. So that is the end of this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching and engaging with me.